What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 1s to look at. Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG and the Core Purple colorway. Before we get into the review, hit that subscribe button. Also, do me a favor, if you dig the content, hit that like and share button. These videos that we do on this channel were strictly for review purposes, so if you have any questions, you could always feel free to leave a comment. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. So, with these Core Purples, you do have your standard Air Jordan 1, box, all black with the Nike branding. Now, these shoes did retail for $160, and they were released in September 2018, and they did release alongside the Air Jordan 1 Pine Greens. The color on the box read Core Purple, black, and sail. So when you open the box, and these shoes are going for about $450 in my size in the resale market. But you just met with your, standard, tissue paper, just like any other Air Jordan 1. Now, these particular shoes, they do have that same color blocking as, the Air Jordan 1 Bred Toes, the shattered backboards, the recently released taxis. We talked about it before, on previous videos on this channel where, we talk about, the quality of the Air Jordan 1s. And this is one of the ones that I did want to highlight that it does happen to have that shattered backboard leather, especially when you go around the ankle collar and everything like that. Now the mid panels and everything, it is a little bit different. The shattered backboards, of course, they are a little bit more buttery, when it comes to the leather texture and everything. But overall, you're pretty much still getting that same quality leather, throughout the shoe. Let's go ahead and look at the right shoe. So, on the right shoe, of course, on your, just the same standard build out as any other Air Jordan 1. So, around the, panels, it is that purple, and then of course up top, you do have that Air Jordan 1 Wings logo. You do have that black Nike Swoosh, then of course on the mid panel here, it is a sail color along here and along the midsole. Now, this leather here is pretty decent, and it does tumble. Like I said, it's not what you would expect from that shattered, backboard, but it is pretty decent. Along the mud guard here going across the front of the shoe, of course, you have that in black, and then around the toe box area there, you do have that hit of purple. The shoe does come, unlaced, and it does come with those standard black laces. And then it also has extras just like any other Air Jordan 1 does. But overall, pretty dope shoe. On the medial side of the shoe here, pretty much that same build out as the other side. So you do have that Core Purple along the panels, the black Nike Swoosh swell along the midsole, and then going right over to the mud guards, you got that black and then purple along the toe box. Pretty much what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 1. This is the left shoe. Now, of course, in your shoes, with the Air Jordan 1s, they always give you extra laces. This one only comes with one pair, which is that Core Purple color. And I mean, it is a good option, if you want to, accessorize a little bit and, but I mean, for me, I'm gonna just stick with that, the black laces. I mean, it looks good. I mean, I don't really feel like you have to go too far left from there. But just like the other shoe, I mean, of course, on the tongue of the shoe, you do have that standard black nylon on the tongue of the shoe, and then here at the top, you do have this Core Purple with the white Nike Air logo. Put this back in the shoe. Then over on the lateral side, just like the other, shoe, you got the purple along the, panels there, black Nike Swoosh, and then swell, sail throughout the shoe, black along the mud guard. Pretty much the same build out, like I said, on the other shoe. Now, the Air Jordan 1 Core Purples, they did have this version, and then they also had the Core Purple 2.0, which I will be reviewing later on this channel. Of the two court purple colorways, I do happen to favor this one over, you know, the other one. Both of them pretty good. Like, I mean, purple, it is like, you know, a pretty, you know, it's not a hard color to match or anything like that, but I do feel like it was a little bit different. Cause like, as mentioned before, like my other videos, like with Air Jordan, we're always gonna get like, you know, those Chicago Bulls, you know, that black, red, and white colorway on any one of the silhouettes that they have. But you know, something like I said with this particular shoe, and then like the pine greens, it was a situation when, you know, when these were released, they were just something different. So I mean, it does give you, you know, options to match up with like, you know, different things. So like with this particular here, even if you wanted to match this with, you know, the Baltimore Ravens, you know, jerseys and things like that, the court purple was a good option. But that's the medial side of the shoe. And that's it for the most part. But I mean, the Air Jordan 1 slowly becoming one of my favorite Air Jordan silhouettes. Right behind, you know, the Jordan 11s, and then of course, like, you know, the Jordan 4s. But overall, like, I mean, I just feel like the Air Jordan 1, the comfort on them is not really super comfortable. But I mean, you know, it gets the job done. But it does around like this area here of the shoe, like around like the toe here, like as soon as like where the laces is here, it does get a little uncomfortable. So like, you know, if you want my opinion, I say to lace these shoes a little bit loose. That way it doesn't really like, you know, affect you in any way as you're wearing them. But I mean, some people do, you know, tend to go up like a size higher. Me personally, I feel like, you know, the fit on these are what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 1, so I would stay true to size. But in most cases, like, yeah, like Air Jordan 1s, they are pretty comfortable. But for the most part, if you guys have any, you know, anything additional, if I did miss anything on the shoe, you could always go ahead and leave a comment. But I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a 360, and then we're gonna get up on out of here for the B-roll and the on foot. So there's your front of the shoe. There's the lateral side of the right. Lateral side of the left shoe. There's your bottom. Standard, you know, Air Jordan 1 bottom. Then you go along to the back. You go to the back of the shoe. It does have the, you know, hourglass. And then there's your medial side. But like I said, if I missed anything on this particular shoe, let me know. Like, I mean, they did release again alongside those Air Jordan 1 pine greens. I do tend to like the pine greens a little bit better, even though the quality on these are a little bit better than the pine greens. And then one thing when these shoes was released that I didn't mention earlier, when these were released, the court purple shoes, the court purple colorway, the shoes were a little bit more limited. It did have more of the court purples. Not the court purple, but the pine green. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here so we can get to that B-roll. But yeah, feel free, continue to, you know, I appreciate the support, you know. Make sure you guys follow me on all of my social network channels. So like on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything. I'm at the King of Soul, same thing on YouTube. But until next time, see you later.